What's up YouTube, Speedy Superior here, once again with another set, this time on Relicanth. Relicanth isn't a Pokemon that's talked about much or used much at all whatsoever. It is in the PU tier, as you can see right there, and not a lot of people use it whatsoever. But if you look at its stats, it does work as a defensive wall, and it can be a physical attacker. The only problem with it is that it has a lot of weaknesses, like having a 4 times weak to grass, being weak to, ground, fighting, electric, and several other moves that it's weak to. Relicanth can be workable. Just because it has a lot of weaknesses doesn't mean it can't be workable. It can be strong and stuff. And let's see. Just getting started, I decided to go with an adamant nature on this Relicanth. I went full HP and full attack, just 4 on defense, because if you look at its defense, it has a base 130, which is an amazing defense, and a base 100 HP with a base 90 attack. It's a pretty good Pokemon. I decided to go with Choice Band and just give it Rock Head, so it doesn't take recoil damage and from almost anything. And let's see. The moves I decided to go with was Head Smash, which normally if Head Smash hits, it'd probably have half recoil. Like it'd take half of its own life just doing Head Smash. But it does have a base 150 base power of 150 and 80% accuracy. I hate the accuracy knowing that it has way too much recoil already, but it's a pretty good move. Plus it stabs since Relicanth is half rock and half water. So it's pretty good, and it doesn't take the recoil damage because of Rock Head. And then there's Double Edge with the base 120 power, and that normally it'd have 33% recoil, but because of Rock Head it doesn't have recoil. So it's like if you're using a move that has a pretty high base power. And I decided to give it Earthquake, just so you have some coverage on there. And it does have 100 base power, 100 accuracy, and when it hits anybody that's using Dig, it hits them double. And if you're in a double battle, it's going to hit everybody that's in a battle. And last one is Waterfall, 80 base power, stab, 100 accuracy, 20% chance to flinch. But because of your speed being base 55, I don't think you're going to be outspeeding anyone other than Mega Sableye. So that's okay. The flinch doesn't really matter. You could always trade Waterfall for Aqua Tail if you wanted to, 90 base power, 90% accuracy. Because the flinch isn't like it's gonna happen. So that's the first set of Relicanth. Then getting onto the second set, it's a set that I actually thought it was pretty ironic. Okay, I decided to just try it out and see how it works. Okay, so I decided to give it leftovers. I went for a physical wall. Just invested on HP and defense and just 4 on special defense, because why not? And then there's Impish nature and stuff. But this time I gave it sturdy, okay? And remember, it has leftovers. So it sets up rocks, okay? Recovers a little bit from leftovers if you're not facing a special attacker. Then it goes for Yawn, which can cause a switch, which then you can use Toxic on if you'd like. And then you continue with your Protect, okay? Just kind of stall them out. You can switch out if you want. You can stay in because you're going to be taking a hit either way. If they're a physical attacker, they're never going to be taking you down unless you're weak to it. So that's pretty much this set. It's just, I thought it was pretty ironic because it's a full status Relicanth with that it's just going to stall out. But I mean, you can always change Yawn for Substitute if you want, or you can change Toxic for Substitute and just keep doing what you're doing, even though I would replace Yawn for Substitute, just so you can stall out Toxic even more. That's just if you want to, but I find this set pretty ironic at the fact that it works for me, because normally people only expect a Yawn on a Relicanth and not a Toxic as well on the set. So once they make their switch out from the Yawn, you just use Toxic, and on the next Pokemon that's coming in, if it's unless it's a Steel type or a Poison type, Toxic isn't going to affect them, but otherwise it's going to be hitting them. That's this set. You can try it out if you'd like, but use it at your own risk. So And then the last set is a Life Orb Relicanth. Of course, it's Swift Swim. That means the speed is doubled in the rain. And I decided to go with Adamant and stuff. Of course, this is gonna be a double battle Relicanth or a single battle if you have a Politoed with you. It'd be pretty cool to have it. Or if you have maybe some Pokemon that's gonna be able to set up Rain and be a good partner for Relicanth, you can always just make that Pokemon set Rain, or you can make Relicanth itself set Rain. So, of course, Adamant Nature, just full on attack, 204 on defense, and 52 on HP. Decided to go with Rock Slide, so it hits both Pokemon. Earthquake, so it hits every Pokemon. Waterfall, so it has that 20% chance to flinch. Because remember, this time your speed is being doubled, so your speed is going to be around maybe a little bit above 200, meaning you're going to be able to outspeed some things, not everything, but some things you're going to be able to outspeed. And of course you're going to have Protect, because in double battles Protect is kind of necessary. What is it? But if you're not going to do this in double battle, you can always just change it for some other move on here. It doesn't really matter what other move you choose. Like there's Zen Headbutt if you want to choose that. There's Bulldoze. You could always choose Bulldoze. It hits everyone. Or you can always just choose just a different move that you think is going to work for you. And that's pretty much this last set. This last Relicanth. So, and that concludes this video for Relicanth. I really hope you enjoyed the Relicanth video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe for future videos. So give the Relicanth a thumbs up for the Hoenn region, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. If you like Relicanth as well, if you like these sets, just give it a thumbs up itself. So I'll stay tuned for the next video I'm going to be doing real soon. And yeah, simply stay tuned. Thank you.